and welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is day 4 of my Loosen Up with Aquamedia Painting Workshop. Remember, the first one was all about painting that pair, black and whites, darks and lights, right? And number 2, I think it was, it was the florals. Remember, we made a mess, we did the florals. That was my workshop. This is part of my Loosen Up series, you know. And number 3, we did the landscapes, the 4 compositions in the landscape. And this one, day 4, it's all about my Loosen Up abstract painting workshops. I can't wait to get started. And you know, one of the things I always like to talk about is abstract. What is an abstract? I hear 2 different schools of thought. So basically I broke it down to this. It's either going to be objective or non-objective. I hear artists talking about that all the time. So I just want you to know that they're both legitimate, perfect examples. The objective usually tells a story, something that the artist really wanted to say and get across. The non-objective, well, an abstraction of an intention. Like they had an intention, but they're gonna really abstract it. Okay, but they're both legitimate. I personally love to tell stories in my paintings, right? And so that's what I'm going to be doing. For example, telling a story, well, like families sitting on a sofa. That's telling a story. A couple right here telling a story. Over here, this one is non-objective, not telling a story. But I definitely had an intention, and the intention was to do a very strong graphic painting, just black and white. So I can't wait to get started on telling the story. So this is my way of telling an abstract story, right? And right now the story is about a couple, 2 people sitting on a sofa, being together, families. Here they are sitting down, a couple. She's walking away, he's sitting down, still a couple. Always telling a story. There's always a story in my pieces. So I like to say that's the concept. And now I'm going to choose the color combination, and I'm going to choose the composition. Let's get started on my piece right now. So I've already started to lay out the colors. Here's from my color wheel, the dominant color is green. I already put a coat of green down. I laid out all the colors ready to go. These are my Holbein acrylic paints. My focal point color is that hot pink, and then I'm going to have this yellow-orange color as a spice color, and this dark blue as my other spice color. I'm ready to get started. The concept, 2 alone. Wouldn't that be nice, huh? 2 people alone. And I already have the year down. Here we go. I put an overall color over the entire canvas. Dominant color. Dominant color. And my white. Look at that. I'm going to put a couple in here right off the bat. Very loose. Very loose. Making sure I put color everywhere. Whew. This is right out of my figure class, where we paint carrots first, right? Put them inside a tunnel, kind of like a tunnel, with private space. The composition is vertical, and very vertical. And now I'm going to go for more contrast, a lot of contrast. Get the colors back to where I want them. There you go. Ooh. I like what's going. More contrast up in here. Almost brilliant. There we go. Oh. By the way, look at the size of the brush I'm using. It's pretty large. you get the painting done quicker. There we go. There we go. There, better. There we go. Oh. Give her narrower shoulders. There we go. There's your couple. In a private space. This is how I work in the studio. Quickly, I already have my concept together again. Two alone, there we go. Definitely two alone. That's the story I'm telling. Whoa. I paint all over at the same time. I don't stay in one area too long. If I do, I'll start to think about it. And if you think about it, you might not do it. So, is it abstract? It certainly is not photorealism. So it's my interpretation of a story. Two alone. That's the beginning. Just a couple of minutes. In the first few minutes, you should have paint everywhere. I always believe under every great painting is a great abstract. So I may as well start out as an abstract, still telling the story. Now in the next BobBlast, I'm going to be telling the other half. That was storytelling. The other half will be non-objective. I can't wait to get started. I'll see you on the next BobBlast. Hey, there's an art retreat at the Sedona Art Center in Sedona, duh. Hey, and I'm teaching it. I can't believe it. May 14th to the 18th. You know, it's all about the abstract figure, and I can't believe I get to do it again. I've been doing this for many years. It's pretty exciting. So we're down there. We get the most super professional models, unbelievable, and they bring some of their own costumes. It's, you know, it's all about the undraped model, but it's fun when they put on their own little mini costumes. It's just so much fun. And you know, the art center there at Sedona, they take care of us. We got a wonderful table, great accommodations, and you got to check it out. They've been doing it for a long time, and I've been going there for a long time too. We get the beginners, especially if you're a beginner, and the advanced painters love to come and take the same workshop. We're all together, all in the same room, and we're painting and drawing and doing collage work all day long, and it's all about you. It's a great studio. It's one of my favorite places. Just know that you're going to be doing lots of painting, and I'm on your side, and I'm going to be doing lots of demos. It's one of my favorite places to go to, the Sedona Art Center. I'm doing those abstract figures. Make sure you sign up soon because it does fill up. It's a fantastic facilities. Remember the great red rocks, the sunsets, the sunrises in Sedona Art Center. Hey, I'll see you there. I'm back, and here are the workshops I'd like to highlight right now. Another one, Loosen Up with Aquamedia Painting. Dillman's, you know how much I like the Dillman's at Lac du Flambeau. Check out that time. That'll be June the 11th. Is when I'm going to be there for a whole week. I love going there. The water, the cabins, the accommodations, all the time to paint is fantastic. And then here in my studio, a mentor workshop in Arroyo Grande, California. That's July the 5th to the 8th. We get 7 wonderful painters in here. It's a fantastic time. We paint all day long too. Burridge 5-day instructional studio workshop. This is kind of like an atelier where I have 10 students here who are just pretty much the beginners or just want to start all over again. And it's like an art school where I do a class and then they do something. And I do another subject and they do it. So it's basically, I'm really doing a lot of instructional, and I get to paint too. It's fantastic here in my studio. And then North Valley Art League in Redding, California, September the 4th. Loosen Up with Aquamedia Painting. Again, these are all my Loosen Up, the classic. It's the thing that I like to do so much, Loosen Up workshops. So thanks for watching.